What's up, everyone? Vincent Janito here at PAX South in San Antonio. I'm here with my friend, Brad Logston, senior producer at Trendy Entertainment.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
So we're here to talk about Dungeon Defenders 2, which is right behind us and looking very pretty.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's come a long way.
Yes.
It's been through like many different phases.
Yes, it has.
So it started life as a MOBA, which is crazy to think about.
Once upon a time, that's right.
And then you guys made the decision to go back to kind of your roots, as it were, and make it like the old Dungeon Defender.
That's right.
So what was behind that decision?
You know, a lot of it came down to listening to our feedback from our fans. You know, we worked on the MOBA for a while, and it was something that was compelling to us, but we were really kind of unsure if that was the direction we wanted to go to at the start. So we brought it to a show, we started getting our community involved with it, and we had a resounding, guys, we want DD1 a successor, we don't want a MOBA. And it was a hard choice for us. We spent about a year working on it. And we had meetings and we talked about it, and you're like, you know what? Let's build them what they want. So we took it and we tossed it out, restarted the whole thing, had a big coming to Jesus meeting, and now we have Dungeon Defenders 2 as you see it today, a real spiritual successor to the first game. And
it certainly is. I've played the hell out of it, in a couple of preview builds, and also now you guys are on Steam Early Access, right?
That's right. That's right.
Which is terrific. So, what's kind of the blueprint for coming to release on PC through Steam?
Right. So, early access for us is really about the same kind of conversation that brought us from going to the MOBA to doing a spiritual successor to DD1. We wanted to get feedback from our players. It's not to bug testing is great, but it's more about getting them to come in and tell us what they want and how they want us to build a game.
Sure.
We created this new feature called Influence, which allows players to directly influence what we do by votes that we put up for them to participate in, and there's a mechanic in game that lets you do that, and we really believe in taking that feedback and using it to make an awesome game. So that was a big reason for us coming to early access the way we are now, and we're going to work on that until it's as good as everyone thinks it should be.
So no general sense of the release for Dungeon Defenders 2 on Steam just yet?
We kind of believe it's done when it's done.
Right.
It's available in early access right now. I think we've said publicly we're going to be in there for maybe a year or so, but we don't want to rush anything. We really have made a lot of changes based on what the community has told us, and we're going to keep doing that until we feel we have the best game we can.
Cool. Well, certainly I don't want to see Dungeon Defenders 2 come out until it's 100% ready.
That's right.
Because I loved the first one. Wouldn't want to see the second one be rushed in any way. And so far, it doesn't feel like it has been, which is great. So speaking of, I played Dungeon Defenders, the original, on Xbox 360.
Yes.
And even though it had great success on Steam, which I think is where you had the most success, is that right?
Yeah.
It was also a game of note to any XBLA, Xbox Live Arcade fans. Played the hell out of that too. So are there any plans to come to console platforms, any console platforms?
Right, so we've actually been talking about that a lot, and we've announced that we're going to be going to PlayStation 4 exclusively sometime in 2015. So we actually have a PS4 build we're showing press here, and we're kind of working through that as a process, and it's really exciting. One thing that we think is not really done as much these days is that awesome couch experience, sitting there with your friend and playing with them on split screen. And so that's something that we're going to be really excited to bring to everyone's living room. Dungeon Defenders 2, sit there with your friends, play it split screen, play online with other people. We're really excited about that.
So you'll have 4-player split screen.
We're not sure how far we're going to go with it right now. We're going to do at least 2.
Right, okay.
And then we're going to see what we can do beyond that.
It'd be really cool to see if those 2 players could then go online and play with other people.
That's the plan.
Awesome, that'd be really cool.
That is the plan, yes.
So is the console version planned to come out alongside the Steam version, or do you think you'll launch on Steam first?
We're going to see how that goes.
Cool.
I mean, both of them are going to mature as they mature. We're going free to play on both platforms. Both Steam and PS4 are going to be free to play.
And have you come to any decisions about how you're going to monetize?
So for us, we really believe in what we call ethical monetization. So no gameplay advantage, really driving that home where, because Dungeon Defenders is about growing your character and the stats and the progression, and we want to protect that. That's not where the money comes from.
You want to keep the purity in that.
That's right.
Sure.
So we're doing a lot of cool things with cosmetics where you can buy awesome costumes for your character. We're going to add ways for you to customize your towers, customize your tavern with cool new things. And we're also adding in these growth mechanics to our cosmetics. So you might buy that cool skin, but then it also has ways where you can grow that by playing it and putting more time into it.
Cool.
And we're going to be showing that. I think some of that stuff is already out there. You can see some cool images that are out there on the internet to find, and we'll be doing more really soon.
Awesome. Well, Brad, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Super looking forward to, super excited for Dungeon Defenders 2 to make its final push out to release. But until then, I'll be playing it on Steam Early Access.
Yes.
And you can play it on Steam Early Access as well. And for more on Dungeon Defenders 2 and PAX South, keep it locked right here to IGN.